Good morning and welcome to lesson 359. God's answer or love's answer is some form of peace. All pain is healed, all misery replaced with joy, all prison doors are opened, and all sin is understood as merely a mistake. There is such beauty and such lightness in these words, and of course, ultimately, such freedom. I invite you to join me in softening your gaze and entering into a quiet space. And this morning, in your quiet space, I'm going to read for you a Hafiz poem. I know we've touched on a few here and there. And in this one, I really want you to, I suppose, take time to tune into the lightness and the fun that our beloved, that being our creator, wants for us. So settling in your seat and closing your eyes. A suspended blue ocean. The sky is a suspended blue ocean. The stars are the fish that swim. The planets are the white whales I sometimes hitch a ride on. And the sun and all the light have forever fused themselves into my heart and upon my skin. There is only one rule on this wild playground. For every sign Hafiz has ever seen reads the same. They all say, "Have fun, my dear, have fun in the beloved's divine game. Oh, in the beloved's wonderful game." And I think that's truly beautiful. And I think it's so important to remind ourselves to lighten up on this journey and to truly have fun with this space that we've been given, this space and time that has been gifted to us for pure joy. And so the lesson reads, "My source today, we will forgive your world and let creation be your own. We have misunderstood all things." And that's the important line. So we've misunderstood everything. We haven't realized the beauty beneath, and that we can live in that place of beauty beneath all the madness. But the more we dwell in the beauty, the less the madness there is, Yet we have not made sinners of the children you hold dear. We think we have, but in truth we haven't, we can't. What you created sinless, so abides forever and forever. So I've spoken about this before, but there was a time in my life, probably before I came to the course really, where I was riddled with shame, and riddled with guilt. And I saw myself as damaged goods. I truly saw myself as sullied, and it was from that place that I attracted all things into my life, because there was a belief that because I was damaged goods or because I was sullied, I didn't deserve, this space of I'm not good enough. And all of us experience that in some way or other. And here's this lesson and many other lessons that say, what you created sinless, what love created, what God created, what the universe created, I don't care which word you like, so abides forever and forever. Such are we. Never have you fallen from the grace of God. And we rejoice to learn that we have made mistakes. Again, a really important line, which have no real effects on us. There's a seeming effect, but there isn't an actual effect. Seems like something has happened, but it hasn't happened. Sin is impossible, and on this fact, forgiveness rests upon a certain base more solid than the shadow world we see. So in the Americas, they call that shadow the Maya, and the Native American or the In Hinduism, they also call it Maya, this illusion. So help us forgive, and that's forgiving the illusion, forgiving the buying into the illusion, for we would be redeemed. Help us forgive, for we would be at peace. And the reason I read this poem, A Suspended Blue Ocean, is help us forgive that we would have fun. You know, that we would live lightly and joyfully and have good crack and have a laugh and really enjoy this life. And of course, we're going to have experiences, you know, that seem unhappy or that are disturb our peace from time to time. But it's a very, how would I say, like it can't disturb who you really are. So this solid place that it speaks about, this solid base. Everything is happening at the level of the shadows, but this solid base is here. And it's okay as well, this expectation of that every day will be a sunny day and I must never experience anything other than, you know, pure bliss and pure joy is not realistic. What is realistic, though, is knowing that beneath the wobble, there is this base that is pure love. And so I don't have to wobble for very long. I just let the wobbles happen when they come, you know, but that I've got this solid base of pure love, which is who I really am. And it's where I really live, you know, and yeah, sometimes I'm in the shadows, but guess what? I don't have to stay there. I do not have to stay there. And I do not have to be impacted. And the effects that I think come from these places have no real effect at all on this base. They just wash off the base. So it's all good news. Again, another day of good news, another day of stuff being revealed and more healing happening. So entering into your meditation space today with this, God's answer is some form of peace. All pain is healed, all misery replaced with joy. All prison doors are opened, and all the sin is understood as merely a mistake.